Do you realize how weird that is? You may be working for decades on yourself to become stronger, richer, better in everything. And at some point you just wonder, hey, why the hell am I even doing this? Well, you finally managed to get everything you wanted to have, but you still don't have an answer. And the truth is that Jogo is a great example of this kind of people. That's right, I'm talking about Jogo, a pissed off volcano demon from JJK. At the first glance, Jogo was just another person who was obsessed with his own power. However, if you dig deeper into what Jogo actually thinks and believes, well, there is more to this story. Jogo actually believed that curses are a true reflection of human emotions. Fear, anger, hate, and all those negative things that are created by people. In addition, he believed that it should be curses that rule the world. So that's why there was always sense in those fights with sorcerers. It wasn't just, I'm gonna be the strongest and I'll beat everybody. Jogo actually had a plan.
He wanted a world where curses won't hide anymore, where they will finally exist freely. That's why all this nonsense with Sukuna is pretty intriguing. Look at Jogo. The guy stands in front of Sukuna, one of the biggest villains in the world, and tries to prove his superiority. And Sukuna absolutely destroys him. Like, that was probably the easiest fight for him. And Jogo had already met with Gojo too. The guy gets outclassed and he keeps going nevertheless. And here is when you can see a difference between simple ambition and something more than just desire to get stronger. Because if you were working only on becoming better for no reason, why? You accumulate more money. And then what? You finally have the body that you wanted. And then what? Everybody recognizes you. And then what? And I think that this is exactly what a lot of people can't understand. You see someone who has a great body, a cool car, money, and confidence, and you are like, man, this is what I need. Okay, but why? You want to earn money because you actually want to be free? You want the body because you enjoy being strong? You want to be respected because there was something to prove? Now we're talking. Because at least you know where you're going. But if you're just accumulating because everybody else is, you will eventually reach your destination and feel like, damn, that's it? That's why a goal is so important. You don't need an unusual mission in life. You don't have to wake up the next morning and say, I found my purpose. No way. Just have something which makes all of your tough times worth it. Something when you're so tired, you don't feel like training. You don't feel like studying. You don't feel like doing anything, but you still say to yourself, whatever. I have to do it. And you know why.
And that's pretty much what I get out of Jogo. Was his philosophy correct? Absolutely not. This guy literally wanted curses to inherit the earth. But at least he knew what he believed in, what he wanted, what he fought for. And I will say honestly, that this is something many people lack. They want a better life, but they never think, wow, maybe this is what you should start with. Because you already might have the energy. You already might have the talent. You might have everything, but you just don't know how to use it.